And that's where United Noncompliance came from. That came out of the Just Say No movement, but it came out of necessity to explain what's going on and how to fight back. Because Just Say No obviously isn't simple enough. Yeah. You know, when someone tells you to do something you don't want to do, simply looking at them and saying, no, was too complicated for people. So I literally needed to come up with a brand new invention called United Noncompliance and have to break it down into 3 phases to literally explain to people how to fight back effectively. Yeah. And it's pretty simple. The first phase of United Noncompliance was the global awakening. And what does that mean? It means making everybody realize what I just told you, that none of this is about safety, none of this is about your health, this is all about control. Let that sink in. This is about control. When you accept that fact, not my opinion, that fact, all of a sudden, everything becomes clear. All of a sudden, you are now what we call awake. You now understand the truth. And now all the propaganda that they're slamming you with to make you scared and make you easy to manipulate will no longer have the same effect. In fact, it'll probably make you upset and probably make you more willing to act out. So before you can even get to phase 2, the government realizes you're awake, they already want to nullify you. Because once you're awake, it's like turning you on and turning on your individual power. And now you're ready not only to fight back, but to connect with others to fight back. So how do they nullify you? Negativity. That's why they bombard you with nothing but negative messages in the media, the government, public health, because the moment they can make you feel negative and you start projecting negativity, you could be awake, you can understand what's going on, but now they've turned your power back off. They've nullified you. Now you're not ready to fight back. You're going to look and say, oh, it's not worth it. It's inevitable. They're going to win. There's nothing we can do. And not only are you not going to fight back, you're not going to be able to connect with other people who are fighting back. So that's their trick. Even for the people I wake up, they try to nullify them by making them feel hopeless and making them feel despair. You cannot let that happen. Everybody sees me smiling every day, and it's because I stay positive. How do I stay positive? I live the life the way I want, despite what they tell me. And when you get that trick, and you can remain positive, you can keep your power turned on, not only are you in the position to fight, you can connect with others to fight back. And that brings us to phase 2, taking action. And we were taking action all over the world. Protests, books, documentaries, lawsuits, you name it, we did it. And we were making headway. We were waking people up. We were inspiring others to stand up. And we got to the point where we got rid of most of the mandates all around the world. Believe me, they would still have them if they could. They are not there because we stood up for ourselves. Not because the benevolent government loves you, not because COVID was over, simply because the people said enough is enough and we're not going to do this anymore. That's the only reason. And they don't want you to believe that. They want you to believe that they just did this. The government never wants you to understand that you are in control. They always want you to believe that every decision they made was their decision. But it wasn't. It was our decision. Yeah. We are the ones that made that happen. And now they're scared. Now they're seeing that we can move to phase 3 of United Noncompliance, my favorite, holding them accountable. And this is the most important. It's one thing to get your freedoms back temporarily, but if you don't hold these people accountable, if we don't make examples of them, if there's no punishment for everything they've done, what's stopping them from doing it again? Answer, absolutely nothing. In fact, it's guaranteed that they will as soon as they feel like they can. So we need to get this follow through. We need to hold these people accountable, and we need to show that the people are the ones in the control. And we need to show the bad people that if you try to do this to us, it's not going to work out too well for you. Yeah. And that's why I'm running for mayor, because it will put me in a position where my voice that I've been using to try to wake people up, to try to inspire people to fight back, will be amplified, it will be legitimized, and it'll give me a whole another set of tools that I can use to help the people and hurt the bad people that are doing it. And I would like to put this out there too. So if people watch this and they do have any questions, I would love to do a follow-up with you of just question and answer. Perfect. Because I know there's going to be a lot of questions, not just about me, but more about my administration, because we touched on it, but there's a lot of stuff that I know people are going to want to ask. And the more questions I get, the more on the pulse of Toronto I will be.